Hi, this is James, and I have found time to do my video. Not found time, that's me lying. I got jealous with everybody else who's been copying me. I mean, maybe they had the idea themselves, but I did it first. So it's time to spite them. The one that set me off really was this really cool Wii set that you can make. I'll give you the link and the thing for referencing him. But it got me thinking, what's better than that? What's better than a Wii? And so I give you the X-Wing! You sit in it and everything. That's the best thing I've ever made, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So, make sure you got your wrist straps on. I'm not going to do it the way I did the chess set originally, because, well, it's massive and it'll take forever. So I'm going to show you how to do it bit by bit, like on Blue Peter. Like Blue Goose. Okay, here we go. To start with, we've got... Okay, you start as a chair, sorry, just a normal chair, and you get one of these pieces as far up to the back of it as you're allowed. You put on another piece, and a big block that looks like this, and you put it back. Well, I don't have time to, so I'm just going to drop it. You saw what it would look like. Right, you have 3 more of these original pieces on the back. These big flat square bits feature a lot in the first stage, so you use them as your wings as well. Got 2 there, about 3 spaces down. Then you need a small rectangular piece and a square rectangular, not square, but a larger rectangular piece. They are necessary. One of them forms spaces for your guns, and the other one is so that can go on it. Without this, which I'll show you, that won't go on properly. It won't square up. Right. So that's the first piece, nice and simple. And I'll take you to the next piece now. It gets slightly more complicated as we go on, what you make to make it easier to identify. So keep shifting around. I think this might be the logical chair. Here we go. Right, nothing on the back yet. We're just focusing on the front. We need to make the chair bit. We don't actually need this piece because not that bit. These pieces, because they exceed the maximum block limit. Right, we need two little blocks here to form the chair bit, and 3 of these rectangular pieces we used here. These bits, and they will form the sides of the cockpit. We have the landing feet thing, whatever it is. Yeah, they're made out of these little blocks here and cylinders. Try and get them straight. It's not overly important, but it will make it not as brilliant as mine, but you really want. Originally I was going to do some water ski thing, but I thought, what's great? What's the one thing everybody loves, whether they like sci-fi or not? And it's the X-Wing. Apparently, the American government put in to George Lucas for some plans of these after Star Wars came out. Not sure how true that is, but it's cool. It's a cool concept. Alright, what we've got here is the big turbine things. They're just large cylinders. Slap them on there. Oh, it's cold in here. I've got a terrible hand today. We've got a half cylinder and a block, and they make up the back part of the engines. Right. We have some details here. All of these pieces are just half arches, which I've broken. It does take a bit of sorting out, for detail, make it look better. We have two little laser thingies, or whatever they are. I based this off of a plan that I found on the internet, which I'll try and link you to if I still have. And here is the front bit. Right, we need to make them in these pieces first, because the game doesn't like how long they are. Dropped that and wrecked it, haven't I? Oh well. Easily fixed. No, it's not. I'll leave that there. Right, the next one. We need. They're made of these. Let me find them. They're made of these little pieces here, and long rectangular blocks, and we need to sweep them in here, like so. Do the same with the other one, just don't break it like I did. Get rid of that. Messing up the face. We can now delete these bits because they're just to keep them off the ground to show you. And the next one. R2D2. You know, you can't have an X-Wing without an R2 unit, and nobody wants Biggs's or... I shouldn't know all of the characters, but you want Luke Skywalker's one, so you want R2D2, which is just a dome and a small circular piece. Right, now we'll go on to the next piece. Here we go. We've used up all the limit, and here we go. On here, you want to put an array of just these pipe bits that will form your windshield. Just details around the cockpit. Larger bits of the ones we used up here. Small ones. Just stuff to make it look nice and presentable and stuff. The guns, which is just a slightly larger cylinder than this. This is a long one, and those are the pieces. Hang on. Oh, I'm not allowed to use any. I can't even look at the pieces. Right, with these you can find when you get town level 3, and they form the gun bits. There's slightly more detail here. Just some curve into the wings. They're the same sort of pieces as up here. And I think that's it. This has gone much quicker than my chess set evaluation. I'll just let you get a good look at it. Because I did it in stages and I didn't have to go looking for all the cakes and stuff. Bacon in the ground. Okay, there we go. And pause bits along that. And now I'll show you how I painted it. I'm not going to show you how to paint it yourself, because it's complicated and I'm sure you can get a better result than mine. But I will list in the video description all the essences I've used, so you can have a look. Some red there, transparent sapphire, I think that was. R2D2, flames, you know, just everything. Try and get. I'll give you the plan, like I said, and try and get it as close to that as you can. Or make your own wacky, weird colour scheme. Do whatever you want. I'm going to take it back home and sit in it and pretend I'm flying now. I'll try and think of a new, something even better, for next time, but I won't have a lot of time on my hands, because I'm about to do my exams, and they're annoying and large, and there's lots of them, and I'm scared, but oh well. I'll get over it. So, thanks for watching. This has been James, and have fun with your new X-Wing.